Hi everybody, I'm Eleanor Dixon and I'd like to read you a little bit from one of the books in the Amberwood Hall Ballet School Series. It's actually the fourth book, but I thought you would like to hear this passage as it's quite exciting. The book is called Triple Trouble at Amberwood, and it starts with Lauren and her friends going to visit a theatre that's about to be closed down. Lauren has gone backstage to look around with her friend Grace, who is a ghost. And Rodney, the other ghost, has come with them. Dust swirled up in the draught and made Lauren cough. She rubbed her eyes. There were light bulbs surrounding a cracked mirror, but they were switched off. It was difficult to see much. She was about to back out when suddenly her heart missed a beat. In the gloom behind Grace's shimmering form, she made out the shape of a person dressed all in black. Lauren gasped and pointed, unable to speak. Grace whipped round, but the shape didn't react. Grace floated closer. Then, with a nervous laugh, she said, "It's all right. It's just a dressmaker's dummy wearing an old cloak." Feeling rather sheepish, Lauren went up to the dummy and fingered the material of the cape. It was thick and coarse, and when she pulled it open, she saw it had lots of pockets bulging with faded scarves, metal rings and false coins. "It must have been a magician's cloak," she said in awe. The sound of footsteps running above her head made her drop the cloak and slip out of the room to see what was going on. The footsteps clattered down the stairs, then a middle-aged lady came scurrying up the corridor, her arms full of dusty old posters. She rushed past Lauren with a startled glance, then hurried across the stage towards the door to the auditorium. "I'm out of here, Harry," she called, almost at a run as she passed the spot where Harry and Katie were still deep in conversation. "That spook is back, and I'm blowed if I'll hang around and let it get me. It's clanking chains and clanging about in the wires. I'm gone." Lauren exchanged a glance with Grace and muttered, "Rodney, we better go and find him." They headed for the stairs and Lauren went up two at a time, with Grace floating beside her. The stairs led onto a balconied corridor that ran alongside a series of doors. Some were half open onto the darkness. Lauren swallowed. Even with a friendly ghost by her side, she wasn't sure she wanted to explore them. She looked the other way. The balcony reached up halfway between the stage and the rafters. She could see Rodney swinging on the proscenium arch, the frame that surrounds the stage, separating it from the audience. His acrobatics were making a draft strong enough to swing the cables that operated the heavy curtains. "Rodney, come down," she called in a loud whisper, glancing across the stage to make sure Harry and Katie didn't hear her. Rodney doffed his cap and drifted down to stand beside her. His grin stretched from ear to ear, and Lauren found it hard not to laugh. "You can't go round stopping people from getting on with their jobs," she scolded him half-heartedly. "That poor lady was shaking in her boots." "Sorry, Miss Lauren," Rodney said, looking at her from under the brim of his cap. "It's just so much fun being in a new place with new people to haunt." "We didn't come here to—" Suddenly the lights flickered, and a slow clanking sounded above their heads. "It's not me, honest," Rodney said in a rush. Lauren froze. She darted a glance at Grace for reassurance, only to see that she was wide-eyed and scared too. A sudden gust of wind blew Lauren's hair into her face. Then a door slammed at the end of the corridor. Lauren almost jumped out of her skin. Immediately, a hat stand that was near the stage door crashed to the ground and rolled backwards and forwards with ominous deliberation. Rodney's eyes became like saucers, and he took Grace's hand. I think we should scarper, Your Grace," he said in a shaky voice. A peal of laughter echoed down the corridor. The hairs stood up on Lauren's neck. Who's there?" she called into the shadows. "Are you the ghost that's been causing all the trouble?" A quiet voice sounded behind her. "No, it's not me." If you'd like to know what happens next, Triple Trouble at Amberwood. It's available in paperback and ebook, so just visit the Book Dragon product pages and get into the series. Thank you for listening. Bye.